Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be looking at the Christmas song by Voctave. I'm taking a couple of days to go through the Voctave catalog of Christmas songs. They are my favorite a cappella choral group that I've run into, and if anybody else has any other options for me, I'd be willing to react to those. As you know, that Voctave has a tendency to make me a little emotional because, again, this is stuff that I grew up on. This is stuff that I remember. It brings up memories for some reason, and they're happy memories, and they're just amazing memories. And I I'm always in awe of them, and I always love their teamwork. I love the way that they work together. This is what a choral group is always supposed to sound like. This is what an a cappella group is supposed to sound like at all times. And so I'm always enamored by that whole thing. So I'm going to get started with this. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to you guys as well. You guys can leave comments and timestamps in the sections below. And I look forward to hearing your commentary because, again, your commentary fills in the gaps that I don't have. And again, this is going to be a blind react, so I'm going to be watching this for the first time. And so any information that you have that I missed would be greatly appreciated. And with that, let us begin.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh.
So I love this. This is just everybody's looking all dapper and beautiful and all of that stuff. The studio that they're in is amazing looking. Um, wow, just it's just amazing to watch this and the cutaways that they do of all of them having fun setting stuff up and decorating and things like that. It's just awesome. But the thing that I really wanted to talk about was how these arrangements, I'm always going to talk about their arrangements because those are the things that always get me is how Jamie Ray takes a song and maximizes each individual person's part to make a really great whole. So he understands what his basses can do. He understands what the tenors can do. He understands what each of the altos and sopranos and what they all can do, and he writes to that to maximize it, to make it sound the most full that it possibly can. And that's what always draws me to Voctave is that, because that is an art form, because it isn't like Jamie Ray walked off to the music store, to the Hal Leonard store, and pulled out hey, here's the Christmas song, let's do this. He sat down, he looked at the Christmas song, understands the melody, and he understands the people that he has, and he built the song around and arranged the song around the people he had, which that is a skill, that is a talent, and that is a gift. We're going back and we're gonna continue on.
Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and
I think it's a requirement that every member has to hold a note for like 3 hours. It just is. This was gorgeous, and the thing that made this note amazing for me and uh, is the where he did it was really light and fluffy, which means that more air is coming out. So that means he can probably hold it out for like 45 seconds. So we're going to go back for this because this is just, and Darrell smiles. We're going to go back because that was just amazing. So, wow.
Merry Christmas to you, and may all your Christmases be white.
In my mind, the only thing I'm when I was trained to hold a note 100 years ago, and I've learned this over time, is like you hit the note, you hear the note, and your whole being becomes the note. Like you can't look at anything else. You focus on one thing, and you bring all of your energy to understanding what that note is and just driving it through. I call it locking and loading. And when I watch him hold this note, there are moments where I can just see that he has this laser like precision where he's just watching like one dot on the microphone because that is how you keep the concentration going to make sure that you can control your breath, control the pitch, control the vibrato. And it's just, again, this is just me geeking out because this is stuff that I grew up on Barbara Streisand. I grew up on Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, basically the queens of holding notes. I have been holding notes for long periods of time since I was like 10, or yes, since I was about 8, 9, 10 years old, because when Barbara Streisand held a note, I wanted to hold it just as long. When Celine Dion held a note later on, I wanted to hold it just as long. When people would hold notes, this was the athleticism I always wanted to build up is can I hold the note as long as that person? And that is something that I look for. So this is me geeking out, and this is probably going to make a couple of Octavians a little upset, but I love vocal gymnastics. I love vocal athleticism. I love when people take their talent and just maximize it. I'll say this in every video that I do from them is that when you own your talent, it's everything is easy. It just is. And I train people to do that on a daily basis. And that is like that is my mission in life. And it's taken me 50 years to figure it out. But yeah, I'm there now. But I'm gonna listen to this note again because everybody looks so happy doing this. And then we're gonna enjoy our holidays. So
To you, and may all your Christmases be white.